My name is Corsi, and I'm a PhD at the Human Nutrition Research Center. So please eat your 5 a day, and if it is in the form of a soup, remember to scoop out the hazelnut shell beforehand. Thank you. I'm not a nutritionist, but it feels good to give advice. I study epigenetics, and we are using epigenetics as a biomarker, as a predictor. So we are using it to get information of how at risk you are of developing cardiovascular diseases in your future. So you know the eukaryotic cells, and inside the eukaryotic cells there is a teeny weeny kind of organelles called mitochondria. And inside the mitochondria we have a teeny weeny piece of DNA called mitochondrial DNA. And inside the mitochondrial DNA we have a teeny weeny piece of chemical modification called mitochondrial DNA methylation. And I have discovered that these tiny little things can actually cause big problems. Hemorrhoids. Any of you got the same problem? Because statistically speaking, it is 1 out of 3. So if you do not have hemorrhoids, you may want to give a pat on the shoulder or a hug to the person sitting next to you. Because chances are, you know. So I was so excited when I first discovered, you know, about hemorrhoids. It's so cool. I love it so much. I went to my supervisor and I showed them the results. But my supervisor is very stern. She's from Harvard. She's very stern. She was not impressed at all. She was more interested in boring stuff, like common diseases, such as heart attack and stroke. And I will always say, like, you know, and highlight, and hemorrhoids. But she wasn't impressed at all. I mean, I love hemorrhoids. So I'm always a little nervous when I'm close to my supervisors. And unfortunately, the office of 2 of my best friends, they are nutritionists, it is right next to my supervisor office. So when I chat with them, I'm always a little nervous that my supervisor may, you know, catch me. But that particular day, I was with Aisha and Lara, so invented names. So Aisha is the kind of person that will talk and talk and talk about herself, especially about her pregnancy, you know, huge monologues about her pregnancy, full details. Thanks God she had epidurals most of the time. Thanks. And there was also Lara. And Lara, she came out. She was a wreck. She usually is pretty, but that day she was a wreck. And she told me, I have a hole in my butt. And I was like, me too. We all do. Nutritionist. But after a couple of questions, it became clear that what she actually had was a huge, painful, swollen, horrible inflammation on her lower back. And that was so bad and so nasty that she actually had to get antibiotics and didn't work. So she had to get surgery to remove this inflammation, and then she was waiting for the next surgery. Oh dear. And there was Aisha, which was not paying attention. She's not too sensitive. But I was sensitive. So I was definitely feeling Lara's pain. And I will give her feedback such as like, bleh, oh my God, this is terrible. Thanks God I don't have it. How did you get that horrible stuff? So I was giving her all this, you know, support, emotional support is important. And like you people, you're sensitive, of course. And at a certain point, Aisha, which was not paying attention, she stopped Lara and she said, oh, I thought you had hemorrhoids. I have hemorrhoids. And then she looks at me and she asked me, Sarah, have you got hemorrhoids? And although I do not have hemorrhoids, I answered, of course I have hemorrhoids! I love hemorrhoids! And finally someone asking me. I was waiting for that. You know, like, I can predict hemorrhoids like 5 years in advance. And I feel so good. I love hemorrhoids. I was, you know, because why not? So, yeah, we're all there, all jubilant and happy as ever, because they're not, finally, I want to own it. It's my results. It's the most beautiful results that I have ever had in my entire PhD. At a certain point, everybody went silent. And I looked behind me, and there was my supervisor, stern face, stony eyes, staring at me. And then she walked slowly to the toilet. And then, when I got a heart attack, and I realized, yeah, maybe I should have given a heart attack a bit more, you know, attention.